Well, I'm sure many of you are familiar with the story of Pegasus Bridge, which was part of Operation Deadstick, which was this plan to capture these two bridges over the Orne River and the Cairn Canal. These were, as you can see through this map, two vital crossings over this river and canal, which connected the west bank and the east bank in the area just north of Cairn, and sort of to the east of the other beaches, just southeast of Sword Beach. So these gliders landed. This is from D Company of the Ox and Bucks Light Infantry, OBLI. They landed just after midnight on the 6th of June, and historically, they very famously captured Pegasus Bridge. Many of the scenarios in the Greatest Day commence with this little action here, and then the paratroops land, gliders land elsewhere, and the action expands from there. So the very first thing we're often doing is this attack on Pegasus Bridge, and almost immediately the Allies are faced with an interesting decision. Of course, these paratroops landing can choose to land in column or not, and I'll explain this in just a moment. But I'm selecting column for these guys for the main reason that they are going to launch an assault on this bridge. Now, there's of course two main options. They can directly fire upon the defenders, or they can assault. But D Company, as with a few others in the Ox and Bucks Light Infantry, is treated as a light mortar unit. And when firing on an armoured or entrenched position, most of their fire results are possible suppression. Because this is a single-step infantry, that unit will be suppressed, but ideally to eliminate it, we just need to cause a cohesion hit or launch an assault and destroy them that way. Thus, direct fire is not going to be very successful in causing that cohesion hit. We basically need a 0 out of 10 on the D10. Thus, I've put these guys in column, and they're going to assault directly across the bridge. If they pass their bravery check, the defenders will perform opportunity fire, but they have a relatively low fire rating of 2, and their troop quality rating of 2 has been reduced by -2 as a special scenario rule for most of these scenarios that begin at night due to the element of surprise. So they're effectively on a troop quality of 0. So it's a pretty simple process then. We have the D Company, Ox and Bucks, landing here. They begin with their activation marker in play in this scenario. They declare the assault, and they need to perform a bravery check. Now, this is slightly modified by their own, or the defender's defense modifier is 0, so that's okay. But their 8 is reduced to 7 because they're in column. So it is 8 minus 1. Oh, sorry, it's actually minus 1, so +1 up to 9, but then -2 down to 7. So they need a 7 or less to pass their bravery check, and they succeed. Okay. Now we go through the assault flowchart. Does the target hex contain an artillery park? No. Defender performs opportunity fire using the flowchart. Well, first of all, these units will need to pass a troop quality check, so they need a 0 to opportunity fire, and they fail, so there is no opportunity fire. Now, the next step is to basically eliminate any defending units with 0 steps. As this is a 0-step unit, it is eliminated, goes in the dead pile. And the final step here, because the defenders have been eliminated, is the attackers advance. They're in column, so they can cross that bridge and seize Pegasus Bridge. That is how this part of the invasion begins. D Company, Ox and Bucks have seized Pegasus Bridge in the early hours of the 6th of June, and now it's up to the rest of the paratroopers to land and seize their objectives.